Hi, I'm Olivia. I'm the Witch of Wonderlust here on YouTube and on Instagram, and today I'm doing a new mini-series, I guess. It's going to be me going through some of the books that I already own and following some of the spells that they have in them. I don't really go through a book and do something verbatim. However, it is a really good way to just get a foundation or a skeleton of a spell or a ritual for something that you might need. And especially if it's a type of spell or ritual that you've never done before, it's always good to have some sort of guidance or just a basic understanding of what you're doing and why you're doing it. As you do it more, obviously you get more comfortable and better at it. So I figured I would just kind of go through some of these books that I've had and try some out. On my Patreon channel, my Patreon page, I don't know, on my Patreon, I am listing books and my Patreons get to choose which book I do a spell from. So they chose for this time around Moon Spells by Diane. I'm not gonna try pronouncing her last name, but yeah, Moon Spells. In surprisingly good condition for how long I've had it. This is one of the first books that I ever got. I want to say I've had it for 8 years. Well, anyway, it's been a very long time since I've picked up this book. And yeah, so they decided Moon Spells it is. I'm going to choose something from this book and I'm just going to do the spell. For the most part, I will be doing the spells, actually doing them, instead of just an example. If it is just an example, I'll let you know, because this is what everybody wants, is they want the spell videos, right? They want the rituals, they want to see what I'm doing, and I totally get why, but also it's just weird to do it on camera. It's just very uncomfortable. But that's what we're doing. So let's go through this book and see what spells we're gonna fuck around with. Ooh, there's a poppet spell in here. Oh, it's a binding spell. I do love poppet spells, but I don't have anybody that I need to bind, at least nobody that comes to mind. I guess I should work with the moon phase since this is moon spells. So right now it is a waning moon. Or there's a safe travel spell. I do have somebody who's traveling, but they're traveling tomorrow. So I would have to like make this spell right now and then haul ass over to them tonight and give it to them because they're literally getting on the plane tomorrow morning at like 6 a.m. All right, let's look at this one. Safe travel, a talisman, candles. You'll need 3 candles. Oh, for the first day? This is a 3-day thing? Okay, I'm gonna message one of my people, and see if they're okay with me dropping by and just giving them this talisman. All right, so we got a good to go on that travel talisman, so let's check out what we need for that. Safe travel. Okay, so this spell takes 2 days or more, which we will not be doing. Also, it's supposed to be done on a new moon or a waxing phase, and it's currently a waning. But it's fine because we are adaptable. So 2 days or more, not happening. I need this in about 2 hours. Talisman can be anything worn on a chain. Sounds good. I don't know if I have anything that I can think of off the top of my head, but if I don't, I'll just make something. Element water, I don't know what that is. I'm sure it says somewhere in here how to make that, but we're not gonna do that. I'm probably gonna use some oils and some water that I've already charged or blessed. A cup, chalice, or bowl that will hold your talisman. Yes, I have things that will hold things. Candles. You will need 3 candles for the first day. 3? Silver/gray, brown, and red. Set them in a row in front of you with the silver to the left and the brown in the middle and the red to the right. Okay. The second day, you will need 1 white candle to set in front of you. All right, well, I don't have silver, gray, or brown. I don't feel like using white, so we're not gonna use this. Moon phase. The spell will work best if cast during the new or waxing phase of the moon because you are trying to increase something as the moon increases to its fullness. Well, it's waning right now, so we're gonna work with that. This is going really well so far. I guess let's get all of those things together first that I plan to use, and then we will continue on this journey. We're gonna see how this goes. All right, so at my altar, I picked up a couple of things. I'm gonna set this up because I do know that I do want to use a candle in this. So I got 2 different kinds of strings. I think I might go with the red one, just because that's the one that I am feeling the most. And I got this little bead that, like a beauty blogger, is made out of real bone. And I just figured it'd be a good little travel talisman thing. I just wanted something that she could either wear around her neck if she wanted, but I think I want it as a bracelet so that she can keep it on her person at all times if she wants. So I'm going to use some knot magic as well and dress this and charge both of these things with my intention. Instead of bringing in protection, it's going to be more of a protection as pushing away all of the things that could be harmful or could be negative, or, you know, things that are unwanted and unneeded. So it's more of like a droplet of oil moving through water and less of this like calling in protection. So same thing, different angle. So this is what I'm using. These 3 black little chime candles and Dragon Sense Fiery Wall of Protection oil, and I think that's it. So let's get this started. I'm gonna cleanse the area. And you know what, just while we're at it, why not just charge this candle for general protection and just have this one burning anyway. So as per usual, anytime I try to follow any kind of spell verbatim, I usually do literally the opposite of that. We are still making a travel talisman. We're just putting my own spin onto this. All right, we got a fiery, I don't know why I smacked it. We got a fiery wall of protection candle. It's got some cloves in there, fiery wall of protection oil, and it's a red candle. And then I'm just gonna kind of charge, and so I'm just gonna kind of get the smoke all over these items. So she's going on this trip. She's going to be going all over the place. It's not just like a quick little thing. And she's going to be all over the world. So I want it to be really protective. I want to make sure that, you know, whatever situations she finds herself in, that she's protected and safe. Okay, so my other camera died. So now you only get my hands. All right, so to start this, I'm going to carve in any protective symbols or just the word protection, or any, if you have a bigger candle, I would probably like write just, you know, the intentions on there, but it's probably just, it's going to be protection, 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 and I'm going to set it up in a triangle and then have the bead and probably the string in the middle. Now that I have the actual bracelet itself, I'm just going to find the middle of it and just tie some knots so that this doesn't slip around. All right, so there we have it. Was it the middle? It's close enough, I guess. There we have it. We've got these knots I've braided in my intention. I've knotted in my intention. So I'm just going to charge this a little bit more. And as I'm going through, I'm also saying my intentions, praying them, blessing, whatever terms you want to use. But I am saying it out loud. So I'm saying, like, I charge this item, I bless this item, I enchant this item, whatever, to bring my friend, full name, birthday, protection along her travels. May she be protected in any situations that she may find herself in, protected from any people who mean her harm, from any negative situations or energies that may come her way, in turn giving her safe travels during her time abroad. So something along that line. So I'm going to also write down, so I'm writing down protection, protected. All right, so now that we have that, I'm gonna dress everything with this fiery wall of protection oil, and same thing, I literally tell every single thing what it's doing in the spell. I don't care if I'm saying the same thing over and over. I'm gonna make sure that everything in this spell knows its place and knows its role. Dress these candles as well. And you know what? Just for some funsies, I'm gonna throw in some luck. Because who doesn't like having luck on their travels, right? So let's see. Here we go. Got some lucky oil. A good amount here. Oh shit, that was a lot. Okay. 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 Got those set up. And where's my salt? Black salt. So we're gonna go with that instead. Okay, so got the black salt down. And again, I tell the black salt what I need it to do. And then because I'm extra, I'm gonna use some cloves. All right. And what do? Correct, we tell the cloves what we want it to do. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I did put these a little bit closer than I probably should have, so I'm going to keep an eye on this, obviously. But I'm going to light these, and I'm going to continue to just kind of... All right, so that is pretty much it. And once this is done, like I said, I'm going to keep this, I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'm going to be in this room as these all burn, because this is a lot closer than I probably should have put since there is string, so I will be keeping a very close eye. Also, these are the types of candles that when they burn, they don't leave any residue. They don't really drip anything. They just burn to the complete end without any residue. So that's another reason why I used these, so that they don't, you know, get candle wax all over this. But otherwise, I'm just going to leave this be. I'm going to let that charge. I'm going to let this incense burn out. And then in a few hours, once it's done, I'm just going to give this to my friend and wish her safe travels.